Okay, we are into episode 39 of the Spaceblock 40 stack challenge, and yeah, getting a lot of red circuits. A number of things happened while it was between episodes because it was kind of dry and boring, but we've not actually do this on the map. We've now got this train with a bunch of locomotives and a bunch of request chests, and yeah, I think I spent a bunch of time copying and pasting this, didn't know how much track I'd need, turns out I got more than I need, it's fine. Did a lot of this with the house bots and then disconnected the request networks. Let's go and disconnected the network so I could set up the requests and the lights. And let's go and see how all of this is set up. I think I've done most of these. Yeah, so this is like air quotes front of train, and so we're requesting wooden boxes, and this is also checking if I've got more than 5. In fact, yeah, I mean, if it's exactly 5, it's going to be a problem because the bots aren't going to request anymore. But this is also not going to show the light up. But you know, this thing here will eventually, actually, it's just, you know, have not put these inserters in yet either. And then we've got the next kind of box, and then the next kind of box, and then all these things are set up with lights and the requests. And the idea of that is these are the first 4, and then delimiting to the next row we've got a little train so I can keep track of which things are where as I work my way around. So like third group, fourth group, and they're all kind of done now. And so the next thing to do, yeah, these are different requests, different logistics areas, because I wanted to be able to do this in a video, even though, where is it there? Even though actually going around configuring all this stuff is some boring nonsense that you didn't want to see, but we'll put those down. This will bridge the logistics areas, and then, this one. That one can stay actually, to be sure. I don't think I've done all of these, and I also haven't done all of the fast inserters. But yeah, we're going with a reasonably small request amounts so that I don't fully drain all of the logistics bots from the entire network, because I've got, actually this one won't have any. Oh no, they're bridged now. Okay. So yeah, so now we're seeing the logistics bots start to go wild. But they won't, they'll do the opposite of what the space concrete thing does, where the space concrete has giant requests to make sure stuff is always going, whereas for like quite connected reasons, these requests are all fairly small because I've got like still a lot of work to do. And yeah, we can see that these are, in fact, I think having explained this and having looked at how much other stuff there is to do, I'm probably just going to leave this for a while. Actually, yeah, because the other thing to do is with things like rails and things that I'm still building, rails, some of the pipes. What are you requesting? Why don't you have any silos? Of course I don't have any silos yet. I thought I was making artillery shells. Am I not making artillery shells? Okay. Yeah, there were a couple of other things I realized I wasn't making. Like silos I knew I wasn't making. Yeah, you're getting stuff delivered, it's fine. Yeah, so this is the light system that I wanted to have, that when all of these lights are currently out because things are being delivered, and so for a moment the light goes on when the chest has stuff in it, but then the inserter puts it in the wagon, and then the light goes out again. So probably all of those I'm going to leave, like the rest of these inserters I'll probably leave. I don't even know if I've actually configured the rest of these yet. Okay, so for many of them I have, and yeah, things like the nuclear fuel, I don't want to be making stacks and stacks of that stuff again, so it doesn't need to continue to exist like that. And also all of these sciences as well. So what is this? Pump jacks. Pump jacks are another thing that I'm not making. So yeah, at some point we'll come back and we'll add. These guys are not set up yet. yeah, so this is basically, you know, request only 5 radars because we don't want to be doing that much stuff. And this is, so that's not requesting radars. This is, oh yeah, let's actually start at the other end because this is how this makes sense. Over here is walls, so we're on this line of this tab. So we've got walls, gates, guns, other guns, bigger guns, walls, gates, guns. Yeah, so let's set these up. This will be highly indicative of everything that went on for the last while. Oh yeah, how long was the while? So we're about exactly 40 hours now. 40 hours, 3 minutes. Okay, so this is the 40-hour mark that happens to be in the 40th episode of the Spaceblock 40 stack train challenge as I'm setting up the train, even though we're like nowhere near getting that going yet. Guns, let's request some guns. We don't need that many guns. And yeah, then you can't put, if you put, actually this diagonal one here might have worked, but if you put a train wagon somewhere where it's on a curve, like I think these diagonal ones, even the diagonal ones, maybe that counts as on the curve, maybe. Okay, but yeah, so these wagons on the corners kind of don't count for delimiting groups. It's just these. Yeah, let's put these guys in. I didn't have. Let me cue this. Yeah, now I need to go and stop manufacturing quite so many of those things. That was normal turrets, so this is going to be laser turrets, right? Yeah, so we've got some of the setup. Do not need all of those. I don't even think I'm putting those in the network yet, am I? I'm making them and putting them in a box because there was some other stuff I needed to make out of laser turrets. Artillery turrets, let's just have 2 artillery turrets. Actually, no, wait, they stacked it quite a bit, don't they? Let's go to 5. I'm pretty sure that's artillery turrets. Artillery turrets, yes, the system works. Artillery targeting mode, I guess we're going to 3 of those, and then we're just going to set this light thing to be bigger than 3. So yeah, so this is... And then radars, notice is already being delivered, and we've got, yeah, so bots are trickling in and out, bringing stuff, and there were actually... I'd concluded that there were actually a couple of other things I was going to attack in here as well. So first of all I need... Is that facing the right way? It's not, is it? That's facing the right way. So let's get it down to where it's straight. And do I actually have... I do have these. Yeah, I wanted 1 extra wagon for, like, the blueprints and stuff. Except for this blueprint. This blueprint has not been an important part of the playthrough. I guess I don't think I'm making any more mixed builds, so I won't need that one yet, but I might actually end up making more power plants and more waterfill for reasons we'll get to. Then I wanted... I actually wanted fluid wagons, didn't I? I wanted 2 fluid wagons. It's actually not really a thing I need to know, but whatever. Oh yeah, and I need to make more train wagons because this is actually, like, run me out of some of those. And those are fluid wagons, where fluid wagons are down here. Give me 2 of these. Yeah, and we'll check in with everything else that's got built at the same time. 2 wagons there for... I think we're going to do 1 of these for warm oil, because that's a thing, because you can't barrel it, but it was also quite an important part of the run, and then we'll do another of these for nuclear steam, because you can't actually... There's no water barrel for steam. But based on these guys... Like, these guys have been pretty important, so we're gonna recognize that by figuring out how to get some of the steam over to fill this wagon with, and then I guess we better have some on the front as well. Oh wait, that was the other thing I wanted to do to wood, wasn't it? Which I was like in the right place, but then did not get. Where is it? Where are the engines? Are over here. Yeah, give me 1 of these things. Because the thing that struck me is putting artillery shells in wherever one of these it's going to be. Where artillery shells are at the end of the second group. Okay, so let's. Did I put radars down here? I did put radars down here. Good. Somewhere over here are going to be. Also, some of these I haven't set up as well. Back here somewhere, before the drones, before these, is this flamethrower fuel I also haven't done. Somewhere here is artillery shells, and you can only get 40 of those in a wagon, which is not the most effective way of putting artillery shells in a wagon. So we're going to do this just as well, because they're not a particularly big deal. So that's going to be. This is going to be the actual front of the train, and then we'll fuel the train and do something dramatic with it later. But at the moment, we just got to get a lot more stuff going. So let's check in on all the other things that happened in between. So one of the things is I've now got this stuff is continuing to build up. I did launch a bunch of fish rockets, so that's going pretty well. Let's pick some of this up and we'll. Yeah, and then this kind of messes. Actually, I do have these. Okay, let's make these boxes bigger and just make them all accessible. Oh yeah, and then other things that are fun is that I've got rocket fuel coming down the line here, but also if I'm not on point launching these rockets so that these two rocket fuel things are empty and that the rocket fuel coming off the mixed belt is actually supporting, then this will actually block the rest of the mixed belt build. So that's cool, that's a thing. Yeah, we've got a lot of red chips. Now we've got not so many. Yeah, we got kind of enough space to store all the stuff, which is nice. I think there's also. Yeah, I also threw in some more of these red chip collectors, so I've got like a lot of red chips on the network now. Oh yeah, this was a thing that I now wanted to go, okay, don't actually build more until you're. Like, I no longer need to fill all of that stuff up. Because I only needed to put. Yeah, if I was making purple science. Actually, this is a good point. That one's fine. These guys are fine because they're not set. Blue, the recipe is also pivoted, so that's fine. This one now wants to be like that. And then a couple of others around the place. I also don't need to be hoarding that amount of red science. I'm pretty sure one of these. I was making red science in the middle of one of these builds. Maybe it was the waterfill one? The landfill one? So hopefully that's. Yeah, so that actually connects to some of the other issues we've got to work with. Yeah, so other things that happened in between. This, and also like checking in on things that happened last time. This is going pretty well, pretty happy with how this is building stuff, and this is, that one's already halfway on those stacks, so that's nice. This, I can't tell if that's emptying or not, but it's fine. This is now nicely full. All of that is super full. Did I? No, I didn't put more acid there. I put more acid over here. Yeah, this acid build happened because the batteries needed it. How the batteries are doing, whatever they can at this point? Sure. Oh yeah, wall and all these bullets and things like that were the other places where I wanted to make sure I wasn't making any more of this than I needed to, because I don't need it anymore. You can go down to one. Where was I? Here's where I'm making wall. All of that can be one. These guys are already one. These guys, and also because I've finished all the science. Yeah, so at some point I'll do something like this for all the things I'm still making, but it kind of doesn't matter yet. Yeah. And yeah, these, oh yeah, I talked about doing this, and this is now set up, and this is just like, this is the stuff that's turning up here and going in there, so whatever, and it's got enough, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, okay. So other things that, how is this space matter build going? And it's still just waiting on waterfill, which is cool. Like, I think I'm actually replacing this one immediately, in the sense that, oh yeah, these are things that want to get taken down as well, don't they? They want to go down to one stack. So let's wander over there and do that. And then these, yeah, these things that I'm still, actually, this is a thing I decided I was doing differently. Yeah, because this takes so much of the stuff. Like this one, we're going to, like, you just request 400 red chips. You know, that's going to be your entire job. In fact, all the stuff in my inventory can go over there. Then this one can request copper, also 400. And this one can request steel, of which I've got a bunch in a number of places. And this one can request concrete, also 400. And this will help us address a kind of, wonder if it goes there, help us address a kind of inserter bottleneck that we probably have. These things, yeah, whatever. Yeah, all of that stuff is, yeah, I don't need to be making more of these at this point. Same with roboports. All these guys, they're still going to be a disaster, aren't they? Why are you not steel? Yeah, because you're supposed to be getting steel here, except these guys are grabbing it. So let's just also do that, because I do have enough steel at this point. Yeah, and then these guys are also, let's not make more of those unless I actually run out. Let's not run it down too hard. Have I? I think those have been running for a while. I think I already have refineries doing a thing somewhere. Yeah, this guy's already, yeah, I don't need more refineries than that. That's pretty sweet. And also the same with these guys, probably. But I did need pump jacks. So let's get on that. These are, yeah, this is not actually the stuff I should be working on. Do you have access to everything you need? Yes. Kempland's still doing a thing. Oh yeah, these guys are also things that should not be, like, those will suck up a lot of resources. Oh yeah, I was here to do it for these, wasn't I? Because I don't want to be making more stuff than I have to. And those are already done. And if these cogs are here, does that mean that you're done? Am I just short on I am extremely short on lubricant. Okay, so that's going to be a thing that we address. Why is... Oh, I'm done with those stacks. Okay. Okay, in that case, give me all of these. You can go over there, and you can change to... So I've already got 2 places making these, and they're the difficult one. This is the easier one, even though it costs more because it doesn't stack to as much. So you can just get on that. And then I guess I'm also requesting space matter at the same time. Okay, let's get rid of these things. This guy has done everything he needs to. Like, mostly this one existed so that these waterfill stacks didn't build up and just stop working, because this is probably still going to be my bottleneck. And I've now got, that was the wrong button, that one, nearly half. So however long ago these things went down, that's all got to happen again. In fact, I think there's a little bit of patching to do, but I think the next thing to happen, the next major thing, is to be extending, it is with the blueprint, I guess, all of this. I'm not going to get the stuff on the other side, am I? It's not going to work. Yeah. So where's the one that I just made? This is the bad one, isn't it? Yeah, it doesn't go all the way. Yeah, give it to that one. Oh, but I also don't have... Yeah, like I think the next thing to do... And why is my UPS so terrible? Yeah, is extend this thing and turn this one back into waterfill. Yeah, UPS does not like large builds from a long way away, but that's fine. Are you guys not insert a bottleneck? So that's cool. So I reckon we can have... Actually, I probably should have done this the other way around. I probably should have had the space concrete here. Yeah, let's not do this one. Probably what I should have done is had the space concrete up here so it gets priority on all of these items, because at the moment it's getting whatever coal and iron and stuff drips through, but you know, whatever. Get this stuff out of my inventory. Okay, so I also wanted to address lubricant, didn't I? And the thing is, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because one of the concerns with this is these guys are also going to be struggling for lubricant. Not all those guys are running, and they kind of all need to be. But I'm pretty sure that the lubricant over here is... Like, I can beacon that more, but it's still a bit of a disaster. Actually, let's just check on the other things that got built last time to see if they're kind of running. That's kind of running, that's good. This thing down here... That's... Yeah, okay, sure. So everything is doing well enough. Okay, let's... Because I could just beacon this harder, and this will get me a bit more stuff out. But the other thing that strikes me is... Where does this line go? It goes down here. I've actually got space... This could actually work out really well. Especially as these guys don't need to exist at all now, do they? They've done everything they need to. Yeah, sure, okay. So if these guys don't need to exist... This does indeed get me more space to be able to have two things making lubricant here. Oh, so that's going to go like that. Yeah, these are both eventually going to be lubricant. And do I have... What kind of modules do I have? Let's give you both of those, let's give you one of these, and then we'll, not that, this, figure out how to turn that into a good speed module so you can go fast and get a lot done. Yeah, then in the meantime, this line of lubricant, yeah, all it does is go from point A to point B, and I don't think it needs to. I think what I can actually do is now if that's yeah, okay, we're gonna have to do something like that, because otherwise if I just had this line normally, then quite possibly these guys wouldn't get pressure past all this cracking, whereas this way this pipe's always going to be full because it's kind of got to drift past here, so that's going to be fine. Okay, so we've got that lubricant. Do that again to get the modules, please. These guys can go here, and now this should be making significantly more lubricant, so that's cool. Do I have things in my inventory that I don't want? Maybe. And I can probably also, like, if I re-enter, I can beacon this more, but let's presume that, because I think the last one was 2 prod 2s, 1 speed 2. And so now I've gone to 2 Pro 2s, 1 Speed 3, and also doubled it. So let's presume that this is going to be... So immediately all of these guys are running, which is great. And if this tank is... Can't tell if that's building up stuff or not yet, but like we're going to leave it like that, because... Yeah. Oh yeah, and then these ones were also the ones that wanted to go down to like this kind of stuff, didn't they? That one wants to stay. I don't want to be making more of these things because it's going to consume materials that I don't actually need to consume. Other than this one, for which I think I'm not actually doing the requests yet, but also whatever. Oh, and I'm making more of these. Yeah, this is actually really bad. Radars? Let's put radars back. I might still be using those for something. Pipes, yeah, I mean, I've got another one that's making pipes, and I've got another one that's making these pipes, so we can pull that back to like a reasonable number now. These guys are not going because concrete. They're not going because of soda speed. Yeah, because the concern I'm having about turning more of these stone furnaces into these guys. Actually, am I still even making the stone furnaces over here? If I had just... So the concern is, how many of these stone furnaces that I was just done with stone furnaces, how many of these have I upgraded to burner miners that I didn't need? That's the thing. So yeah, so this reinforced concrete is great. Oh yeah, I was going to do, yeah, let's go and do... Are those the things that I was doing before the next waterfill thing? Maybe. There were a couple of other things to build. Let's just keep an eye on... Okay, yeah, so these are also A, done, and B, want to be limited. These guys are quite possibly also done. Yeah. Loudspeakers, filter inserters are done. Fast inserters I do not need this giant number of them anymore. These guys, yeah, we're also into an interesting phase where it's more difficult to tell if any particular thing is actually done or not, because it's spread over several places. But whatever, I'm fine with that. These guys are talking, yeah, I need to make more of those other things later. That's also fine. What was I over here for? Oh yeah, I was over here for this stuff, wasn't I? Things I needed to make included artillery shells. That's a decent request. Yeah, this is why I'm still making radars. Then I also needed... I was making pump jacks somewhere else, wasn't I? I did start making pump jacks over here. Yes. Cool. And then the other one that I realized I was not making that I need to is substations. You don't need 750 steel. I mean, good on you for being enthusiastic, but you don't actually need that much stuff. Oh yeah, we should also be launching fish rockets. We should absolutely be launching fish rockets. Don't do more than 2 stacks. That's a thing that I need to keep on top of, otherwise everything continues to back up. I'm pretty sure I'm done with space science, but I just might not be requesting it yet. Am I doing it? Yeah, so I'm already putting satellites on a train, so let's pull that back. The next thing that I was thinking about doing... Yeah, see, there's also now multiple things requesting... This is the other thing that I think I'm going to be just overall short of. Just like raw uranium, because I don't think I need any of that at the moment. I'm out of LDS. That must be because the belt is backed up. Like I've still been, yeah, this is what happens if I don't launch the rocket, is that everything gets backed up, and then I don't get the things I need to launch the rocket, and it's all a bit of a problem. There's probably not even LDS in here that I can use to, yeah, cool, okay. Good times, I guess. Just having too many red chips? I mean, if I have too many red chips, I could just get rid of these 2 and then I'll have less red chips coming out. Yeah. And then this is backed up as well. Yes, okay, so this whole mixed belt is fine as long as you don't take your eye off it and fail to launch rockets. Because it turns out all that stuff is, you know, kind of important. You've got LDS as well. Okay, I can grab this to make sure that a rocket goes up. That I can then use to make sure that all of these other parts continue to flow through the mixed build. Cool. You know what? That's what these chests over here are for, isn't it? It's just for extra rocket parts. Yeah, because the thing I was going to do before I realized that that was the case is, I kind of think, yeah, if I'm running a line back through, say, here, yes. I'm nearly, but not quite. Is that going the right way? Yeah, it is. This one can go here. Oh, 3 more LDS. There we go, okay. That's the thing done. And down here we got some more of these guys. Yeah, so that line, the new line I'm trying to thread through there, will be a thing which we're going to try and belt back. We're going to try and belt back waterfill and landfill so that the bots don't have to go quite as far. And is this... that's not going to do... Yeah, so if I can get stuff on this belt here, I could even wind it through here, couldn't I? So let's do that. Not that far. Let's also go limit the Coverix chest. Is this unblocked yet? It is not yet unblocked. This is, yeah. This was fine between streams because I didn't have to between videos, because I didn't have to look at anything for too long. Like I could manage some of... I'm going to run out of inventory space with all these rocket parts, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I could manage some of the train and then come back and then add other bits, and then launch a rocket and then come back, and having to be never more than a couple of minutes away from the rocket wasn't that much of a big deal. Now when I'm trying to do like larger build stuff, it's a problem again. Yeah, you can have all of these guys, you can have all of these guys. And I'm probably also still just blocked on these things. Can I get... I mean, I could move some of these. That's probably... oh, here's one. Yeah, okay, so we can go there. So this is going to be... Is there a way that I could... trying to figure out if I can give... Yeah, I reckon I can. I reckon this will... I mean, it might slow everything down, but this might also work. The plan is to give priority to the rocket fuel that's coming off the belt, so that this never stops, so that rockets keep going. And yeah, I mean, yeah, we kind of overbeacon this thing anyways, and it's fine. Okay, other things I wanted to do. Okay, so we're gonna have to... Yeah, we are once again... Let's check that lubricant thing worked. Mix builds are over here, lubricant is now down here, and yeah, it's fine, it's building up. Everyone's going, so we're going to have rocket motors. I'm also not making silos yet. That's probably fine. These guys could... Okay, so I'm pulling steel out, but I guess I was kind of expecting that because I was also just making these things. Which is going to make it interesting to attempt to expand the power grid now that I'm putting all of them on the train, but also, you know, whatever, it'll be fine. These guys... Output full. I guess I blocked him, but also I'm requesting him for the train, so that's fine. Okay, yep, sure, whatever. 2, 3, 4... So I actually only need like another 10 rockets, including that one. Sure. Okay. I almost certainly need... Do I need fewer RCUs? How many RCUs am I bleeding through this whole thing? The answer is not actually that many, which is nice. It's not the disaster it previously was. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's presume that's going to be fine while we continue to thread this belt here through. Actually, that was another thing I was considering, wasn't it? Which is probably not a bad call. Is these are currently all on red belt, but I had mining. This was like this. This was all spec'd for this amount of mining based on beacon 1s, with a certain amount of mining productivity that I have better now. So if I can figure out, and I also probably don't need this anymore, like I reckon I could quite possibly, with some more beaconing here, upgrade at least a part of this to blue belt and extend this off the end and just get more stuff through, which is, you know, more stuff is the thing I like. Here. Yeah, because I think, yeah. So this other build wants to be converted to waterfill, which is not going to be great. Actually, I think with a bit more landfill down here, which I can do manually, if I can move these boxes of landfill out the way, that's probably going to be fine. How long are you guys going to be? Yeah, you're still... There's this rocket that's going to go... Do I want to cut RCUs yet? I think I want to cut them a little bit. But I can't do that without also hitting blue chips. Let's take out a bit of the RCU production. I do not need so many of them at this point now that the nuclear weapons are done. Oh, your nuclear weapons are done. I was going to cut, or at least not necessarily cut, but adjust the limiting on the Covrex chests as well. Yeah, this... I do not need that much of this stuff at this point. In fact, I probably do not need that much of this stuff at this point. And I mostly just need more of... I mean, to be fair... Oh yeah, this was the other chest that's... Like, may as well limit that to 2 stacks now. If it's turning up on the train, and not all of this is turning up on the train... Some of it is, some of these don't have their inserters, which is also fine. Where are the... Oh, the rocks were down here somewhere, weren't they? Are these ones that I've got inserters for yet? Okay, so this is already requesting. This has already got some of its stuff, so it's fine. This is, yeah, the bots are just bringing... Sure, bots are bringing things, that's fine. Okay, we got to go down, we got to get... Probably another 2 waterfill builds, at least, I think. Let's get this thing to be a little more... Is that true? Yeah, sure. We can leave it there. This arrangement here should be identical, except for the places where these undergrounds are going through. Oh, except these undergrounds aren't always in the same place, but also that's fine. Okay, so that mostly lines up. Actually, that was the other point, wasn't it? I wanted to check whether or not how fast these things are made, and whether or not these, like, can I have this belt be split landfill and waterfill? And the answer is these guys get made in a 10-second crafting time. So if I have a total of 150 factory weight, then that will fill a red belt, and by factory weight I mean like the total crafting speed of 150. So I can have on the order of 75 of these things, and I've got 7 here. So I can go up to 10 waterfill builds to nearly fill a red belt with waterfill. Okay, so that's some vague, what are known in the industry as back of envelope calculations, to demonstrate that yes, I probably can just, I mean, do I do this now as well? Why not? None of, like, that's going to be the plan for this bit, is all that stuff just goes on a belt, and the bots have a better time with it. And yeah, the fact that these guys aren't, like, this one isn't consistently running, which is not giving me enough landfill, but I reckon with, and also I could just beacon it more as well, but I reckon that I can probably take some of the middle stuff up to not necessarily all of the blue belt, but some of a blue belt, and get more out of each build. Having previously decided that 10 builds was the right number. Yeah, sure, whatever. Do I have... I don't have red splitters. I can probably find a red... Here's a red splitter somewhere. We're just going to do this. This might get extended in a bit. It's still fine for acid, but, you know, whatever. Do I have... How much Roboport coverage do I have here? Probably enough. Yeah, because this is what I want to go, like, waterfill on the right. If I am planning on this being a sure. If I am planning on this being a full red belt, I probably do need that much there. There probably is going to be this much rolling down. And the other thing to check on actually is this guy have whatever I have? Yeah, this is still just going to be blocked on waterfill. Even if I'm making half a red belt of waterfill, this is only going to give me enough, that's like 15 a second, so yeah, like this thing is going to get enough material every 7 seconds or so, and speed seconds crafting time. That, yeah, so it's going to be, it might end up nearly fully utilized, which is kind of, you know, is a thing I'm kind of okay with. But yeah, this is going to be more of the plan. I do want because I wanted some amount of landfill on this belt as well, and I don't know exactly how. Oh wait, it's over here, isn't it? Yeah, so this is... Yeah, so I can tax... Do I want to tax the landfill there? Because I think I've got to do that after I've converted all that to blue belt, which might not even be a thing that happens this episode. I think I want to just get, like, the rest of this... Do I still have... I do still have this in paste buffer. Then I need this bit in paste buffer for a separate place. That worked out pretty well. I think I may have also put a radar down, which I kind of don't care about. Oh no, I already had a radar there. It's fine. And yeah, then this one, I think part of the plan for this one is actually just going to be... and then give these guys a bunch of normal inserters, and then straight up just move this stuff. This is going to be quite a lot of stuff, isn't it? Because if I can get these guys out of the way, then do I even want... maybe I don't even want... yeah, because I think I'm gonna... yeah, I'm still gonna struggle with... yeah, I should put my stuff in other chests so I can do this a little bit more easily. Have whatever. And now we should be able to pick up a large amount of this stuff. I should also have the bots doing landfill at the same time, as in doing like the landfill for the next build. Or I could just, you know what? Let's just figure out where the rest of the build is and put it in myself, and then I can throw the blueprint down instead. So we've got a bit more that hangs out here. Was this even the plan? I don't even think this was the plan. I think I'm going to do this the other way around, because it will end up overall easier, and I'll have to think about it less. Thinking about things less is part of how you go fast, which is also why we're like manually moving all this stuff around. I mean, if you're struggling for this stuff, you may as well have a bunch of that. Okay. Yeah, because if... I mean, these undergrounds are not going to do a thing, but I should be able to get my inventory back and then find the waterfill build, and, you know, UPS hates these simple tricks, you know, great ways to destroy your... yeah, so this should... why am I... oh yeah, because that's actually the edge of where stuff is at the moment, fine. Okay, yeah, so this is going to give us the space to extend this build. Why is that there? What's that doing? Oh, that's this thing. So this is actually me putting more concrete in the storage. Sure. Yeah, this is going to give me the space to turn this one into a 6th waterfill build, and then a 7th waterfill build, and bots should just be taking care of that. Yeah, construction bots are going mental. Yeah, I think that's probably where... Is everything more or less okay at this point? Oh, I think these guys are done. $16 over here, 26. Oh yeah, they're done. Okay. These ones no longer need to exist, but actually, these are the explosive tank. These are the ones that are used by... not that way. These are the ones that are used by the artillery. Like, these are upgraded into artillery, and I've still got quite a lot of that to do. So we'll make a couple more of those, and then I'll probably forget about it and build too many, and that's fine. Yeah, in between, the bot's going to take care of a lot of this stuff. I actually could help them with a lot of this landfill, couldn't I, given that... oh no, the landfill's just over here. They're going to be fine. This is... like, we've got a lot of roboports around here, we've got this stuff. The other thing that I am going to need to think about is... pretty sure the fuel line that's here is already a bit blasted. Like, this is already moving, and this used to be full, and it kind of isn't. Fortunately, these guys still have solid fuel. That's kind of important because because otherwise the mixed build might be unhappy. Let's just check that the mixed build is all smelting everything it can. Yeah, sure. Oh wait, we should go and launch more rockets. Yeah, let's smack that blueprint down again. And this is just going to... okay, let's do this the same way we were previously doing other things. And yeah, we've got these guys in the way now, which is suboptimal. Why are these... should these guys not have taken... never mind. We'll grab this much of this thing. It should fit here. Except for this stuff. Oh, that's right, because this is where cogs were going into the network, weren't they? Okay. Sure. I've got some boxes of cogs. You guys need to stop that. Boxes of cogs. Do I need to... sure, we'll keep that steel and stuff. And yeah, I guess this is also where we find out whether or not I still have all the building materials in the network, having previously demolished the... oh yeah, because this is... yeah, because it also needs... there's nothing in the way there is there. This is probably also a thing that will have to change. Because I'm pretty sure... yeah, this bit here, maybe a blue belt can get from here to here. But if I'm upgrading this thing to be more than a red belt, then I'm going to need probably more output inserters, which means this arrangement has to change. But it also doesn't have to change yet. So that's going there. And then, is this going to be everything I want? This is the waterfill. Oh, it needs the pumps. And the other problem is that it's going to be more difficult to build waterfill now that I'm also requesting some of it to go on a train. It's probably... have I done the Spaceblock tab? The Spaceblock tab would be at the end of the train? Doesn't look like I have. That needs to go, I guess, here. Yeah, so there's a bunch of stuff to do between episodes. I'm manually hacking out that bit of waterfill, getting the rest of this waterfill online. Yeah, because I need to get a bit more waterfill for both those places. Need to think about, yeah, maybe even another fuel build for this, because that's going to empty the buffers that I don't have. Also getting... did I break? No, it's all still running. It just doesn't have... it just doesn't go anywhere yet. Yeah, sure. Cool, fine. I want... is it this pattern? It's not that pattern. That's still going into the chests. It wants this pattern. Like, where is it? There. And then also, I guess... yeah, actually, if I'm complaining about waterfill, about having waterfill, these I need to address manually anyway, but then also that bit. How am... I mean, I guess for a short-term fix I can do that. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. I had the waterfill, so I was coming down here to do this bit manually. Do not spend all of that waterfill. It's quite valuable, and I kind of need to be doing other things with it. Oh, I should go and check on the rockets again. Yeah. Then this little pattern here is also what wants to go... I do need more of it. Do I just need to throw the blueprint down again? Yes, I need to throw the blueprint down again. Is this all? That's all done. Okay, so from the roboport on the top left, that all fits. Extending the waterfill, need to seed these various things. But yeah, let's go put some more rockets up. I've probably forgotten about that, and a bunch of materials have built up. This wants to go here, this wants to go here. So we've made our logistics bots more unhappy by giving them a giant train of stuff to fill, but we've also made them significantly happier by belting all of this waterfill back to the base. And so now over here we've got these chests of waterfill which are not getting moved nearly as far. Actually, some of this... Didn't I have more waterfill? Did I give it away? I might have given it away. Never mind. Yeah, we'll launch some more rockets. We'll see whether or not these guys are doing better. Hard to tell because they're all just going in the train, but you know, whatever, we'll presume that it's fine. Launch some more fish. Launch for some more fish. Everything's blocked up. That's fine. I don't even have enough LDS here to launch the next rocket, so that's going to be a pain. But yeah, that's where we are at the moment. We're moving through various important bottlenecks. We got a couple of rockets left for fish, and then the RCU assemblers might get pivoted to something like module upgrades, and this is all just still going to be a disaster. And we've got some more inserters to add to a train, and we've got some more builds to make sure get all their modules, which I'm actually kind of short on modules apparently, but that's fine. And soon we'll be making more waterfill, but not yet. These guys don't have stone because these guys don't have their seat yet. Sure, that's all the same stuff, that's fine. Yeah, good times. Episode 39, we're close to episode 40. We're not going to be done at 40 episodes, that was never the plan. But yeah, good stuff, lots of things.